I'm so mad. I was like doing a read and it literally so upset. It was such a good one. You know what? I'm not even sure. I feel like, should I say this again? I don't feel like I get into it when I'm freaking mad. Okay. I'm so upset. Okay, so what's happening is I see. No, we're not doing this. I'm not doing this. I don't watch movies twice. I don't do reads twice. It's not gonna happen. If it comes out again, it does. I'm like super upset. I'll upload the first 13 minutes. I really don't know. Ooh, it was so good. It was so important, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm upset. Looks like it's coming out. Okay, so in this read, you guys, what is going on is that there are 3 people in a relationship. And it looks like that there is a possibility that this person, that is the main person, is putting down one of these options or 2 of these options. We have the Lover's card in the reverse. The next card that's coming out is the 7 of Cups, which is somebody that wants something that is not theirs or something that you have and is evaluating you, considering taking it from you. So you guys need to watch your shit. We have the Tower moment here. We have the Work card. It came in sideways, and I just heard, honestly, work it out. Because honestly, you guys, in this last read, what I see here, I'm like scared for y'all. There's 3 people involved. Huh. What are you doing? Are you just washing the dishes up there?
Cool.
My brother's here. Do you want to say hi?
Oh, fuck no.
Anyways, I did hear work it out. I don't know if that's something that the other person's interested in because the King of Swords came out when I said that. Somebody doesn't want to work it out. Somebody that wants to work it out maybe needs to go to work instead of thinking constantly about working it out. And you know, that could also be why this Thief card is here. I did say the words wanting something that is not theirs or that they don't have. And that could be a person, you know, even if you think they're your man or your woman, nothing is actually ours forever. It's just, you know, the true definition of love is literally to just love people for who they are and how they are and just appreciate the time that we have with them. And that's a big difference than what most of us do when we love people. Most of the time when we go into relationships, we assume that it's going to go the way that we want it to go. And even if we don't assume it will, we are obedient and we do what the other person wants and we don't really enjoy it. So, you know, being in a healthy relationship requires balance. It requires voice. It requires communication and cooperation and just a lot of things that nobody really, for the most part, ever negotiates. And how could anything be successful when we start anything that we don't even have a layout for? No, Hazel, Colty, get out of the shop. No, you quit whining. I don't know why everybody's acting so damn suppressed when it comes to why things are not working out. Nobody even knows what we're working with. And that's what we're going to learn this year. It's not about one person being bad or the other one being good. It's let's just like honestly be honest here. relationships need to start being looked at more like interviews, and we should have basically like a resume process set up where it really honestly is stating, you know, what we're willing to honestly provide, what we want, what we don't want, the shape, the size. You know, we do it when we go to the shoe store. We wouldn't take home anything, honestly, that we didn't really like. We wouldn't eat food we don't want to eat. So why would we stay with people that honestly we don't find attractive or we don't find fitting? Everything's just habitual. Anything can become a habit and also be broken of a habit within 60 days. So it doesn't really take like a lot except for the will to want to change. And if you're not having the results that you want in this relationship, some of y'all just need to like be willing to allow change to occur. If things are meant for you, it will happen. You won't have to like try that fucking hard. I can promise you that. Like, the world is so big, and when we're getting rejected, that's a sign that we're either being projected or protected. And you need to start looking at it like that. You need to stop focusing on the rejection part and just know that that's fine. There's other things that you can do. Why would you want to even be putting your effort towards anything that doesn't want you around? That doesn't make sense. You need to stop begging for people's value or approval or anything like that. And you need to start honestly knowing your own worth, because anybody that walks around and is willing to take whatever, people don't usually respect. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. You know, you'd want to, if you were going to buy anything of value, you would want somebody that knew what they were really talking about to sell it to you. You wouldn't want a dirty person that doesn't have any knowledge and that is begging you to please buy their product. Would you buy it? Not really. So stop being that kind of product for sale. You know what I mean? You need to start having like a higher standard and thinking about yourself in a way that people think is that they'd want to purchase. You know, where are you sitting on the shelf? Are you at Goodwill or Colton, are you going to bed? We got the Nine of Pentacles here. This is what you could be. Honestly, you could be making that money, and this is coming up. Whatever you have. He never shuts the fucking door. I'm tired. I have to go to bed. My brother came over. It's cool though. But what I see here though that I'm noticing is you have work ethic and talent that you could be investing your time into, and you're not. You're focused over here on literally this freaking tower moment and this all these things honestly that you want. But I don't see that you're honestly, I don't see family here. I don't see friends. I see that you're getting denied, possibly. Somebody's getting denied. They're getting the sword. They're getting denied here, too. Somebody's getting turned down. Makes you want to freaking rage. Exactly. I said there's no love here. Queen of Cups in the reverse. You could be dealing with a water sign. Cups is water. And this is another water sign card. Driving a car away from you. And I just think they need some space. This person, they're going through a lot. And in the last read, to be honest, that cut short, it did say that there's 3 people involved. And it said that basically the man is going through a lot. An emotional detachment. from everyone. It's not just you. This person is actually literally going through their own dark night of the soul. And I don't know where you're at exactly, but I can speak on the behalf of this person, the man. He's going through the dark night of the soul. And when you go through the dark night of the soul, it's very painful. It's something that you should actually look up and see if it sounds like it might be relevant for yourself. I've went through it a couple times, and I didn't know the definition of it, and I didn't know exactly what it meant. But I did do a video on it. But there's plenty on YouTube that are very amazing, very, very informative. For one, the dark night of the soul means everything in your life that is around you and means anything to you that you think means anything to you is going to be stripped away from you. For me, it was my kids and my baby daddy and my house and everything. My life, my friends, everything. I moved away to a whole new town. I lost it all. And then I had to rebuild, and that's what the tower is. As you can see here, everyone is falling out of the tower. And the tower will crumble to the ground. And I know that you've been trying really hard to save this. It's everything to you. I know that. But what it is going on is that basically when we've gotten to the point of being at a tower, this is all the denial within ourselves that we have built up. We want to stay with the person that we know we're not healthy for or with, or that's not healthy for us. You know what I mean? There's been fights. There's been legal stuff. Maybe you lost your kids. I know I did. We were given chance after chance. Sign after sign. To get it right. But we didn't. We didn't get along and we didn't get it right. So, between everything. And I knew every time any one of us made a choice to do something stupid, I knew that we were taking a risk. We were taking a risk at the love that we shared, and we were taking a risk with the law when we were taking the risk with our family, with our kids, everything. We just kept doing it. Again, we would think we would get away with it, but we really were not getting away with anything. I didn't know at the time anything about energy or the universe. I believed in God. I just didn't know a lot. I didn't know a lot back then, and there's so much more to learn now. But basically, when we've been given so many warnings, and we choose to not obey, a tower moment occurs, and the universe or your higher power intervenes. You do have actually a purpose on this earth, and it is definitely not obsessing over anything. All we're here to do is just be a part of whatever it is that we are a part of, leave the best impression that we can, be as positive as we can be, and treat people as best as we know how, learn from the lessons that we go through, and spread joy and peace, and also take time to grieve and feel the reality of life and just be human. It's not obsess. It's not beg. It's not envy. It's not try with all of your might to make something that isn't working out very easily for you, especially when you have many options. And the last choice would be to sit around and wait for anything that doesn't want you around. You're not even trying to learn anything about what is going on. There's so many other tactics that you can use or strategies that you can use to get where you want to be if that was something that you really wanted. But I don't even care about teaching that. I could teach you how to get this person in an instant. I finally figured it out. through my own pain and suffering. And I thought, at the end of it, I thought, that's what it was, huh? That's how you do it? Unbelievable. It makes complete sense. There's a lot of different things that you can do. But you know what? Hopefully you just get to a place where you just don't do that. Maybe you start doing you. Maybe you'll just start understanding manifestation and energy. And maybe you'll also just like take a moment to understand that maybe this person wasn't going through what you were going through with you. You guys were going through different things in the same room. Very little in common, I feel like. Very little in connection. I think you guys shared some memories that were very, very special. I'm not disregarding that. And I don't know really honestly that you ever got to this person in the way that I hear they needed. Or you wanted, I just heard. And you know that then. If I hear they needed and you wanted to connect with this person on a level that you knew that you weren't. This person didn't let you in on that level because they don't feel that connection with you. And you are right. It is something that's very important. You weren't trying at that part of them because you were wrong, but you weren't the right person for the job, is all I'm saying. And that is a big statement. Because whatever it is that honestly they're going through in that area, I don't know, probably a huge part of them. I think that they do need you to be able to connect to that part of them, to be able to know how to understand it truly, because this person goes to places that they need to be called out from sometimes. And if you don't understand anything about it, in my words that I say, why would I choose to be married or with somebody who, when I'm in a situation, can't help me if I don't know how? I'm very self-sufficient, I'm very strong, I'm very independent, I'm very wise. So I don't ask for much, and when I do, it takes a lot of me to do it. I have a lot of pride. So it takes a lot for me to be able to find the courage up and ask people and admit that I need help. It's not easy for me. And in my opinion, honestly, there's just no point in being with somebody that I can't submit to, ultimately. If I'm smarter than you, or if I can work harder than you, or if I can outthink you, if you can't outthink me, then what's the point? Not looking for somebody that honestly to have fun with. Looking for somebody that knows how to handle me, and I need handled, and I'm not looking for a babysitter either. Like, I respect. This person might feel the same. They're just too smart. So, if you two have honestly done anything dumb, that was when they outgrew you. Then they outgrew you then. This person doesn't, like I said, know how to let people close to them. They don't have a person that gets close to that part of them. You might see them have relationships with other people that you think they must be close to, but this person has different relationships with everyone, but not a full relationship with anyone. And they're just, that's what they need. And who knows if it's really out there, if that thing exists. I don't know. But some people, that's what they're looking for, is that one person. And you might feel like this is your one person, but that's really, honestly, it's in your mind. Because you're kind of acting delusional right now, with respect. You don't have any idea what this person is honestly going through. I don't feel like and you also have been, I feel like you're aware that you lack a connection with this person, that they don't express many things to you. That's what's bothering you. Is that you don't know what they're doing, and why don't they talk to you? Why don't you talk to me? Why don't you talk to me? Like, they just don't feel comfortable. And you should learn how to respect that and learn a little bit more about how to be more approachable or whatever it is that, like, you can either set boundaries and have respect for yourself and say, okay, I understand. Whenever you're ready, just let me know. And it's very hard. You think I don't think it's hard? I do. That's why I pay my own bills, because I say, listen, I understand you're where you are, and I'm very honestly, I try my best to be as nice as I can. And it has been a Google work of process for me. I am not even a nice person. I'm a asshole. All the way, dude. I'm a blunt person, and I'm like, speak, motherfucker, speak. I practically should put a choke collar on. Speak, speak. Ah! It's so hard for me not to freaking deal. Ooh, I hate mutes. I hate people that stay quiet. And this is them. With their dumb, it's bad for me. I'm gonna knock them out. So, don't think that it was not a difficult path for me to learn different ways to deal with it. But what I can tell you is, especially like with men, every approach is one less opportunity to approach. You only get so many with a man. Even if you're dealing with like a dysfunctional man, eventually they will move on. Or they'll have multiple people, and it'll just be this miserable thing. Typically, those type will have 3 to 4 women at all times, and you'll always just be that one girl wondering why they're over at Jennifer's house when you cook dinner and wash their laundry every night. You don't understand. Jennifer's house is disgusting. She's crazy. Why would he go to Jennifer's house and not my house? I do everything for him. Well, that's why the fuck he's at Jennifer's house, because Jennifer didn't answer her phone on Thursday. And now Mikey wants to know, Jen, when you do everything that your man wants you to do or your woman wants you to do, they know you're going to be doing what the fuck you're supposed to be doing, right? So why would they need to worry about babysitting you? To them, they babysit hoes. And you might be just finding this out. Hoes? What do you mean, hoes? Yeah, you heard me. Hoes. Literally. Jose assholes. Many hoes. This is facts. If this is something that you're willing to accept, then honestly, your life is just going to be crappier and crappier every day. Plain and simple. Because God, nobody's going to be able to listen to your story and respect that. And you can choose to be angry, you can choose to be bitter, you can choose to be mad that things didn't work out for you, or you can choose to be really fucking hot and go get a job and do your own thing. Stop being sneaky. Some of you guys are trying to sneak around and get information about this person. You're very smart. I see that. You're very intelligent. But just know that honestly, like with your level of intelligence, if you choose to take this into a negative direction and like get revenge or pursue this anymore, after this, if you pursue this anymore, I just heard double karma for you. You're already going to get anything back that you put out that's negative. Anything that you do that's negative, it will come back. And it doesn't mean it's coming back today or tomorrow or even next year. It could come back in 50 years. It can come back later on your next life. It doesn't matter when. If you die before they're done getting you back, you're going to start your next life all over again. And when every day that things are shitty for you, know that it's from that dumbass shit that you were doing every day. Every time you thought about anything dumb, negative, or more about this relationship, and you didn't invest those thoughts or energies into yourself or your own progress, bad karma coming. This relationship is over. Literally, 10 of Wands, donezo. And marriage card in the reverse. Accept it. Move on. 2 of Coins in the reverse. Stop trying to be, I'm hearing money. Some of you guys you feel like they owe you some money or something about money. You need money or something about money here. You need to get a job. Plain and simple. Even if you were going through a breakup, I still had to work, pay my own bills, be self-sufficient. I was never without a job. I was never without a house. I was never without a fucking license or car. You gotta make sure that your basics in order, because it's hard enough losing somebody and hurting over a breakup, let alone if you have no fucking where to live, no money for groceries, you don't have a car, and you're obsessing over somebody. No, absolutely not. You have a lot of work to do to get your life to square even one. You have no business worrying about this person. Legit, you have so many other things that you need to be taken care of, which is why this person honestly doesn't respect or think you're attractive, because you don't even care about yourself. Like, you were like, care about me. You don't care about you. Everybody likes somebody who's bold, confident, assertive, hardworking, and sexy. Are you doing those things? Or are you just freaking looking like a whiny, begging person who has no idea what's going on within this person? You're not connecting with them. You're not channeling into what they're feeling. You're not resonating with what they're saying. There's a big disconnect here, and all that I really see is this person moving farther away and somebody desperately trying to do whatever they can to hang on to it. You need to take a step back, and you need to understand what you're working with. It's like your approach, you're like trying to start a fire in water. And like, if you moved over here to the land and you did it the right way, a fire would begin. You have the fucking lighter. You have the firewood. You're over here putting it in a lake. Okay? You need to start doing things differently. You're a smart person. But you're codependent and you're obsessive. I'm hearing obsessed. And it's very unhealthy. And I'm bringing it to your attention because I feel like I've been asked to tonight. With respect. Because I do love you all. But I learned this my own self, that basically when we have this deep of a realization or a conversation with our God, we've had these before. Even times when we cried, when this person fucked us over and we still took them back. What did we say? God, please help me find this job. Please help me get this place. Please, if I just do anything, Lord, get me out of jail. Please get these charges dropped. We've said it. Then we go right back. Guess what? This is that time when you're being held accountable now. This person needs to heal. They're going through something very sad. They're sad. You're desperately freaking out and you're mad because you don't want to lose this person, but this person is lost. And if they were gonna open up to you, or if you were the person that they needed, it would be comfortable, not a fight, okay? Be respectful. Take care of yourself. When this person feels comfortable coming back around, they may. Let it go. Call it the Chariot. I'm just glad you don't have a car. That girl looked mad. I love you.